So for this week's video, I'm going to be doing a review on Norwegian Cruise Line's newest ship, the Norwegian Escape. So many of you guys have seen my vlogs that I did while on the Escape. So I went on it about a month and a half ago, and it was honestly such an amazing time. And you guys can totally watch it if you want to. I will leave them down below. But in this video, I'm just going to basically be talking to you guys about the overall review of the ship, how I liked it, some tips and tricks, and just some things to know about the ship itself before going on. And also one other thing I just wanted to say, I am having a giveaway on my channel, so I will leave the link to the giveaway down below. You should totally watch the video and enter the giveaway, and without further ado, let's get on to this week's video. So the Norwegian Escape set sail in October of 2015, and the godfather of the ship is actually Pitbull, so that's really neat. When you go on the ship, they're always playing his song, so that's awesome. So I'm just going to read you some stats about the ship, like its tonnage. So its tonnage is 165,157, and its capacity is 4,248 guests. So that is a ton of people. It is a very big ship. And now let's get on to my overall experience. So as I said, I did vlog the cruise, so I will leave them in the link below. But this was my first Norwegian Cruise Line ship, the Norwegian Escape. I have gone on several other cruises before. I've actually vlogged the Allure of the Seas, which I was on last year, and they're on my channel. I've gone on several Royal Caribbean cruises, several Carnival, and some Princess. So I have a good understanding of the different cruise ship styles and companies. So my family decided to get a balcony this year. It was a room for four. So basically there were two beds that pushed together that my parents slept in. Then there was a pull down bed, which I slept in, and a pull out couch, which my brother slept in. So it was very comfortable. All these beds were like super comfy. So I was very surprised and happy, probably because it is such a new ship. Not many people have slept on it, but I was super comfy while sleeping. And we also had a balcony, which was super awesome to have. It's just that extra space that we don't normally get, because we don't normally get balconies, but for this cruise we decided to get it, and I absolutely loved the balcony. And we were on the 15th floor, which is actually one floor below the Garden Cafe, which is like the buffet on the ship, and the pool deck. So that was super awesome. It was literally just one floor. If we had to go get something, if we forgot something, if we wanted to go get food or whatever, it was super convenient. So our room number was 15858. So when you first walk into the room, one thing to know is that the only way you get power is by putting your key card in the little key card holder as soon as you get in the room. That basically just powers your entire room, and you take it when you leave. Once you take it out of there, there's no power. You cannot charge anything. You cannot turn on any lights. I think it's very much to conserve power because people do forget and they leave the lights on, but by the end of it, we just kind of like formed a little cardboard piece and kept it in there and turned off the lights. We never left them on, but if we ever wanted to leave the room and left our phone charging or camera charging or whatever, we just kind of cut out a little piece of cardboard and stuck it in there. But I read online that you also can go down to guest services and ask for like a spare card and they'll give it to you. We never tried that, but that is certainly something that you guys can try if you want to leave your stuff charging while you leave the room. So I liked the washroom on the ship just because it had its own separate shower, and it was all glassed in, so no water was coming out of there. Normally on cruise ships it's just a curtain and then the water splashes out and it gets all over the floor, but this shower was completely enclosed, so it was awesome. And the washroom itself had a fair amount of storage. It had shelves all along the wall and storage underneath the sink. It was fairly nice. It was a nice washroom for a cruise. One thing to note about the washroom is that they don't have plugs in the washroom, so I was a little confused by that. We couldn't find that. Maybe they are there, we just couldn't find that, but that was a little confusing, so I had to go do my hair and everything outside of the washroom. But maybe we just missed it, I'm not too sure, but we looked pretty hard. So if you guys go on the cruise and find plugs in the washroom, please let me know. And then once you come out of the washroom, you can see the bedroom. Basically the two beds on your right with a closet, and underneath the pull-out couch bed there's actually two storage containers. One of them is where they put like the sheets and the blankets for the pull-out bed, but another one we decided to move all the stuff over and use for ourselves. And of course we also had the storage from the closet. Now it wasn't the biggest closet, but we were able to make do with it. And then you have the vanity where it has a huge mirror and plugs, and there is a little mini fridge where you can put some stuff in there. They also have some snacks already put in there, but do not eat those snacks. You have to pay for those snacks, so it's much easier just to go up into the buffet and grab your food rather than use the ones in the room. And they have several other storage containers and a TV. And then you have your final bed. walking onto the balcony was awesome. You were able to lock and open the door from both sides of the balcony, whether you were on the inside of the room or the outside, so you could not get locked out. And then looking over the balcony, it was really nice. We had chairs and a table, which was super awesome. We would sit out there at night and in the morning and watch the sunset, so that was super awesome to have the balcony. So my overall experience on the ship was awesome. The crew were really nice, the service was amazing, and overall we just had a very good experience. So now I'm going to be talking to you guys about the pool deck. So this is where we spend most of our time because my brother and I obviously like to go swimming and tan. So the pool deck had a fair amount of chairs. One thing to note that is you have to stay at your chairs. If you leave your chairs for an hour, especially during the morning time, they give you a sticker saying that you've been gone for an hour. If they come back and give you another sticker, then they take your stuff. Basically, they're just trying to prevent people from waking up at like 6 a.m. and then like not coming back to their chairs till like 3 p.m. So just keep that in mind and be courteous to the other passengers. So on the pool deck, there were 2 pools. One was a kids pool that was in the kids area with the splash pad and everything there. And another one was a main pool. One thing to note about the main pool actually is that it is an adults only pool until 5 p.m. So you have to be 18 and over. Personally, that's something my family did not like because I am 17 and my brother is 14. So obviously we couldn't go into the adult pool, but we also didn't want to go into the kids pool where they're like 5-year-olds screaming and jumping up and down. So we didn't go into the pool that often, so that's something I would have liked to have changed, or at least make it like 16 and over can go into that pool or 14 and over. Like, I understand not wanting little kids, but that was a little bit of inconvenient for my brother and I, considering we didn't want to be with the little kids, but we also couldn't be with the adults. But other than that, it was okay. We could sit on the side of the pool and everything, so it wasn't that bad. They also have 2 hot tubs by the pool. One anyone can use and one adults only. Again, the kids one, it wasn't that bad. There weren't that many kids in there, and overall it was okay. And then by the pool they also have a bar that you can go up to and order drinks and everything, so it's nice to have your drinks by the pool. Now going on to the water slides. This cruise had awesome water slides. So in total they had 4 water slides. They had 2 of them where you literally stand on the water slide, they close the door, and they count 3, 2, 1, and the floor drops beneath you. It was insane. It was such a rush. You literally go like straight down and then like do a little loop. It was awesome. The whole water slide lasted like 15 seconds, so it was really short, but it was super awesome, and I definitely suggest doing it. At first I was like really nervous. I did not want to do it, but the rush is amazing and it's super safe. One thing you have to note is that you have to be 99 pounds to be on that ride. So if you are a child or anyone below 99 pounds, unfortunately you won't be able to ride that ride. Another thing to note, you cannot have jewelry, you cannot have earrings, hair ties, you actually can't even have goggles or your wedding bands. My parents both had to take their wedding rings off to get onto the ride because apparently one person went on with a wedding ring once and it got stuck in one of the cracks, and then another person went down and like sliced up their back. So now they do not let you wear anything. You cannot take cameras, you cannot wear jewelry, you can't have hair ties, anything. You literally have to take everything off your body. So that's just something to know. Now the other water slide is called the Aqua Racer. Basically you can go 2 people at a time or single at a time, and when you go down the water slide there is like lights all around you. It is a pretty long water slide. I think, I'm not sure how long it was, but it was a fair amount of time. And that one you can wear your jewelry, you can have your hair tied, you can bring cameras. So that one is much more lenient because you are sitting in a tube and it isn't going as fast. So that one was super awesome, awesome to take video footage of. And then finally they had another water slide, which was like a little mini one that was down in the lower level where the kids were. It was just a yellow water slide and it was open, and it didn't go that fast, but for little kids it is super awesome. So another thing that we did a lot during the cruise was go to the ropes course and the mini golf. So near the back of the ship they have the ropes course, which is 3 stories high. There's 3 levels, so it's super awesome. And they also have 2 planks on the side where you literally walk outside of the ship. You're on a plank and you're attached and everything, but you literally look down and you're over the water. So that is such a rush. It is amazing and it's completely safe. You are strapped in. There's people watching you. They also have 2 little mini zip lines during the course that you can go around, which are super awesome too. You don't have to go on them if you are scared of them. You can take another pathway, but the ropes course was definitely a super fun thing, and it's not just kids only. There are adults doing it and it is super fun. And if you have a toddler who is too little obviously to do the biggest rope course, they have a little mini rope ropes course underneath, which is super cute. So if you have a little kid who wants to do it, they can do the little baby ropes course. So that is awesome for families with younger children. Underneath the ropes course, they have a 9-hole mini golf and they have bocce ball. I played the mini golf. I never played the bocce ball, but super fun things to do while you are on the cruise. So another area on the ship was Spice H2O, which is at the very back of the ship. Again, this area is adults only until 5 p.m. 18 and over, but after that kids are allowed to go. They have 2 hot tubs there, but clearly you can't go there during the day if you were under 18. But at night is when the parties happen. The parties happen at the back at Spice H2O, and honestly their parties were super amazing. So we went to the glow party and the sail away party. They also had the 70s night, but we didn't go to that. But from the parties we went to, they were awesome. There's music, the cruise director, oh my goodness. And let me tell you, the cruise director is awesome. The one we had when we went on was Silas. He was super awesome. He was always talking to passengers. He was always there and getting the parties hyped up. So he was super awesome. So if you have him, he is an awesome cruise director. But back to the parties, they were awesome. The sail away party was really fun. Every 15 minutes they would do giveaways. They were all shots, but they were super fun to watch. And basically you just dance the night away and it's awesome, and they have tons of music. And then the next dance that we went to, which is the glow party, you wear white or neon and they use the ultraviolet lights and they have smoke and everything back there. Super awesome, and it looked insane, and they had cool music and everyone was dancing and they gave you glow sticks. So hands down an amazing party.
Alright, tell it now. What? I don't care. I don't care. Well, come on. Here we go, here we go.
So now going into the main areas of the ship. So they have 2 center areas in the ship. They have 6, 7, 8 Ocean Place, and they have the atrium. So 6, 7, 8 Ocean Place is comprised of level 6, 7, and 8. And level 6 is where they have the Headliners Club, and they have some restaurants down there, so you can walk through there. It's super nice. They have a really nice chandelier in the center that changes colors, and they have glass stairs coming up the sides. And then level 7 is surrounded by the casino. Now I had heard that since people were smoking in the casino that you could smell it in 6, 7, 8 Ocean Place, but I never smelled it once, and we had walked through the casino several times, so I'm not sure. Maybe depends on the cruise, depends on the people in the ship, but we could not smell the smoke at all, so that was really good. And then finally, level 8 was just the Trade Wind Center, which is the shopping center. You walk through there and they have tons of nice shops. Now, they didn't have as much souvenir items as most ships do, but they did have like several stores like Pandora. They had makeup stores, they had watch stores, so more of a higher class market, but overall the stores were really nice. So also on deck 8 they have the waterfront, which basically is a pathway along the side of the ship where some of the specialty restaurants go outside onto. You can sit on the patio and you can walk all around it. They have awesome views and it's super awesome to just be out there and just see the vast ocean that you're in. So that was super awesome to see. And many cruise ships actually don't have that option. You are kind of inside and the lifeboats are right beside you, so you can't see very well, but on the waterfront you have a clear view. There is nothing obstructing your view. You can walk from the back of the ship to the front of the ship. However, you can't like walk fully around. It kind of just stops at the front and the back, but it's an awesome view and super nice pictures. And they have some little chairs and everything that you can sit on outside and just read a book in the shade or everything, so it's really nice to see. So the second place that is a main area in the ship is called the atrium. Basically that is comprised of 2 floors, level 6 and level 7. Level 6 has a huge screen where you can sit. It's almost like a lounge, and they do like different shows there. They do like the Love and Marriage show, they do like dance competitions, so it's super awesome to sit and just watch. And then level 7 is O'Sheehan's Pub and Grill, and you can actually sit on the level and look down and see what's happening. But O'Sheehan's was an awesome place. They are the only free restaurant that is open at night, so if you want to go for a midnight snack and everything, they're the place to go to. The buffet, I think it closes at like 10:30, but oftentimes we would come back from a party or whatever and we were hungry, so we would just go to O'Sheehan's, and it was probably like 12 o'clock. So they are the place to go to. They have awesome food, chicken wings and everything, so they're totally awesome, and it is completely free, so that's a perk. And connected to O'Sheehan's is the arcade. There are super fun games. There are 2 pool tables. I think you have to pay $2 each for them. There are some different arcade games, and they also have like a little 2-lane bowling alley, so that was pretty cool to play. It is, however, $5 to play, and it's $5 per person. So if you have a family of 4, that's like $20. So it's something that you have to consider when you're doing that, whether or not you do the bowling alley. So speaking of dining options, there are actually 28 dining options aboard the Norwegian Escape. 3 of those are non-specialty restaurants, which means they are free. They are the main dining rooms. So those include Taste and Savor, which are 2 identical restaurants, and then the Manhattan Room, which is the one that we went to most of the time. So basically the Manhattan Room is at the back of the ship. They have live music. They have a dance floor that you can dance at. It was awesome. We really enjoyed going there. We loved having the live music. We tried out, I'm not sure if it was Taste or Savor, one of the 2, they look identical, and it was still a nice restaurant. It was really nice, but we just liked having the live music, so that was super awesome to be able to go up and dance like halfway through your dinner and just have a good time. One thing to note is that Norwegian Escape is freestyle dining, which means you don't have a reserved table. Like, you go to a different table each night, sort of like you would go to a restaurant. But we didn't wait long at all. We literally went and told them the table we wanted, told them how many people were coming, and literally we waited like 3 minutes. That all depends on the time you went. We ran around like 6:45, 7:30, just because we didn't have to be there at a set time. So that was really awesome. We liked that. I'm not sure about how like 5:30 or 6:30 would be, but the times that we went, it was super easy to get a table. And we loved having the freedom of not having like a set time to eat. So we had more time to lay by the pool, and we had more time to get ready, and we weren't like pressured to be there at like a certain time. So that's something we really liked about the freestyle dining. So something to know about this ship is that they don't have a like formal night. Most ships have 2 formal nights. This ship, since it was a freestyle dining, it's very much about come as you are. They have one night that's called Norwegian's Night Out, where you have the option to dress up, but it's not as formal as like a Royal Caribbean cruise. But on Norwegian's Night Out, you do have the option to dress up. Some people did, like my family did, some other people did, but some people also don't. So it's not like a huge thing on that ship. It's very much you can do it if you want to, and several people did, but there was also a lot of people that did not. So it is completely up to you and what you guys decide to do that night. So another thing to note while I'm talking about like dining options and food is that when my parents booked the cruise, and I believe it's still going on now, they had a promotion going on where you could choose one of 4 options to have. So one of the options was a free excursion, 250 minutes of free internet, I think it was 3 nights of free specialty dining, or unlimited beverage package. My parents chose the unlimited beverage package, and with that package they were able to get drinks for free. So they were able to get pop for free for my brother and I. We were able to get some mixtures, like they were able to get like margaritas and like pina coladas, and also virgin margaritas and pina coladas for me. And they were also able to get some like beers and stuff for free. I think there was like only a couple of exceptions, like 2 or 3 drinks that they couldn't get, but overall they were able to get many of the drinks. They also got wine and stuff like that for dinner for free, and they just ordered it from the waiter. And on your card, if you have the ultimate beverage package, it says UBP. You just show your waiter that and they see it and they get you whatever drink you want. So that was super awesome to have because we didn't have to pay for drinks. So now I'm just going to talk about my overall experience. Overall, I love the ship. The staff were super nice. The cruise director and the assistant cruise director were always around. There's been some cruises where we went on, I think it was actually last year on the Allure, I didn't even know who our cruise director was. Like, I never saw him once, or her. I never saw them once, never did anything. But on this ship, they did everything. They were always there. Whenever you look, there was always like, oh, there's the cruise director. They're talking to passengers. So they were super approachable and awesome. They were at every party. So it was super awesome to see them hanging around with the passengers and just being active on the cruise ship. So the pool deck entertainment was awesome. The cruise director and the assistant cruise director were always there. They would do the egg roulette challenge. They hosted like the ice sculpture, some guy creating an ice sculpture. They did like belly flop competition and everything. So it was really fun to see and was always there and super awesome while you were sitting by the pool. And another thing that I forgot to mention, I can't believe I forgot to mention this, is the ice cream on the ship. The ice cream on the ship was amazing. I love like the soft serve ice cream that they have. So it's literally open 24 hours a day. You go into the Garden Cafe and you scoop it and serve it yourself. They also have a hard ice cream if you want, actually in the Garden Cafe. So that was cool, a cool option too, but I'm good with the soft serve because they're super awesome. So one tip that I have for you guys when going on the ship is to bring clips to clip your towel down onto your chair, because it can get quite windy. So if you just clip your towel down to the chair, and then you can go into the pool and not have to worry about your stuff lying flying everywhere, your towel flying off. Super handy. You can get the clips at like Dollarama or like Walmart or whatever, and you just clip them on and you are ready, and the wind will not take your towel away. So overall, I had an amazing time on the cruise. I loved the cruise ship. The Norwegian Escape was an awesome ship. We had never been on a Norwegian cruise line before, but definitely we are going to come back to a Norwegian cruise line cruise. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys are going on the Norwegian Escape or any Norwegian cruise for that matter, or any cruise for that matter, make sure to let me know in the comments below. And if you have any more questions about this ship or cruising in general, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comment bar below, and I will answer them. Depending on how many questions I get, I may do another review video, like a part 2 of like answering questions, but if not, I will just answer your questions down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Basically, subscribing just notifies you when I post a video. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to enter my giveaway. Again, I will leave it in a link below, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!